Or pushing into the last weekends of October, great time to go out there and take a look at what's happening in terms of the fall colors. Leaf peepers delight as we go through this weekend, as we see the colors basically at peak in our neck of the woods. Now, there are some areas where the colors are past peak. That's mostly in Pocahontas County at this point and some of the higher elevation locations. But overall, it is a very nice weekend to do anything you want to do outside, because temperatures, as we talked about with that dog walking forecast, are going to be warming up compared to where they have been over the past couple of days. Route 219 in Lewisburg disappeared on me in the last couple of minutes. That's okay though. New River Gorge Bridge is looking pretty good too. And the leaves here are changing very nicely also. So it's a great day to do anything you want to do outside, but you'll have to have a jacket because temperatures are on the cool side. It's still 49 degrees at the Raleigh County Memorial Airport in Beckley. The relative humidity is 50%. The feels like temperature is 45. The barometer is sitting at 30, which tells you that high pressure is not surprisingly really in charge of our weather. That's helped to calm our winds, but not drop them off altogether. They're still out of the northwest at 8 miles per hour, which is why the feels like temperature is somewhat cooler than the actual air temperature by about 4 degrees. Sunset time this evening is at 6:35. Around the state, temperatures are in the upper 40s to near 50 degrees, and some isolated spots are in the lower 50s. Not surprisingly, Charleston and Huntington are two of those spots, 53 and 54. We have 48 in Lewisburg. We have 45 currently in Bluefield, 49 in Parkersburg, 46 in Wheeling, 43 in Morgantown, 45 in Clarksburg, 46 in Elkins. Doppler radar, yeah, that's a little bit of snow being indicated by the Doppler radar. What it does, though, is it just takes precipitation and temperature, puts them together, says, okay, that's probably snow or a mix of precipitation. It could still be a cold rain, a freezing rain possibly even. Bottom line is that it is going to be quite cold as we go through the next couple of days. And so if you're heading off to the north, don't be surprised to see some mixes of precipitation in addition to what we're going to see, just plain old rain. Cold rain, maybe along the eastern Great Lakes, but again, a possibility is there for some of that mix of precipitation if you're heading in that direction. Outside of that, we're pretty much high and dry, and we'll stay that way at least until Sunday. As the system approaches the area from the southwest, that system will give us a small chance for showers. Better chances are in the forecast later on, beginning Monday, lasting into Tuesday. And yeah, you see that pink mixing in there as well in some of the highest elevation locations in the state, areas like Pocahontas County and over towards the eastern Panhandle. Yeah, there could be some mixes of precipitation for them as well, just like we saw for this morning in western PA. And so there's a possibility, as we talked about, for some areas to begin to pile up the wintry precipitation, as we've already seen some of that in Snowshoe a couple of days ago. Today's highs for some cities around the region, lower to middle 50s. 52 is the best we'll be able to do in Beckley. 52 also in Bluefield. Lewisburg, meanwhile, we'll top out in the lower to middle 50s as well. Drop back to the lower 30s by the time we get through tomorrow morning. In our 7-day forecast, high temperatures are going to stay in the mid to upper 50s as we go through the weekend. Then they'll drop back off once again. So you're hoping for a warm up. Unfortunately, it won't be happening. Temperatures will stay at about 10 degrees below where they should be to this point in the year throughout the rest of the extended forecast. That's your weather. More news and much more coming up in just a couple minutes.